Welcome, everyone. I'm Ann Evanston, author, coach, and published author, coach, and speaker. That was a hard one for me to say on this day. And I am welcoming you to Unscripted as Fuck, where bold business women get real fast. Here we talk about sales, sass, and self love, and great tips for another expert to share with you about simple things you can do to have more success in your business. I am excited to introduce you today to Anne Rajoo. She helps entrepreneurs stop running their businesses like an endless to do list and start designing work that actually supports their lives. As a peaceful productivity mentor and host of the Productivity Sweet Spot podcast, she challenges hustle culture and teaches founders how to grow sustainably without sacrificing their energy, sanity, or relationships. Her mission is simple: prove that you can build a successful business without constantly feeling behind, overwhelmed, or one bad week from burnout. I love that. Welcome, Anne. How are you today?
I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much, Anne.
Yes, I'm thrilled to have you. I want to jump right into sales. Call me crazy, yet being self-employed, sales is why we do it. Otherwise, it's probably just a
Indeed.
hobby. So I'm a big believer in do less, sell more. It's one of my taglines I use in my business. And I think we have great alignment there. So, what would you tell women to let go of so that they could sell more?
I think the biggest thing that I had to realize myself as well, and had many conversations with other entrepreneurs, is this whole idea of being everywhere all the time, being visible, showing up on all the platforms, all the social medias, have a beautiful, amazing website, have all these different offers. I think really less is more. Focus
Mhm.
on what you enjoy doing. I'm not necessarily the video person. I'm not on TikTok, these sort of things. I really just focus on a few things that I enjoy where I feel like I have a voice that is being appreciated, because not every platform is for everyone and every type of person. And then in terms of the offers as well, like I used to have lots of different offers, and now I only have two real, I would say real offers, little other things as well. But
Mhm.
yeah, it went from 10, 15 down to two because it was
Mhm.
just too many things, too overwhelming and confusing as well for me and my clients.
Yeah, I love that. So, for your first part about, when I started in social media back in the ancient old days, I tell people I could not get on Facebook because I did not have a high school or college email.
Yes,
Initially, that's the only way you could. It sounds like you remember those days too, right?
indeed.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and then when I found success on how to find clients on social media, everybody wanted to know how, right? But then they
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
me to teach them LinkedIn, and
Yeah.
Facebook was my thing. And then they wanted Instagram, and then they wanted Pinterest, and then they wanted Twitter, and then they wanted, right. And I was like, whoa, I hate all of this.
Mm.
What am I doing? So I love that first one, is that you don't have to be visible everywhere. Be visible in a place that you enjoy and show up with that consistency, and that'll get the result with that. Yeah. And the second part, creative entrepreneurs especially always have, oh, I could sell that. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Good idea. Yes, let's just do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you only confuse your customer anyway. They don't know what to pick. There's too much. So,
Exactly. Too
yeah.
many choices. Yes.
Yeah. I love it. Those are really great. Okay, so how does having an organization obsession, this is a phrase you use,
Mm.
support your success?
Yeah, I am generally that creative entrepreneur. So I do have 5 million ideas at once. I
Mhm.
have two very intense, active, crazy children. They're
Mhm.
still, yeah, I mean, they're older now and I feel it's changing, but they're 11 and 6. So they still, they need their mom still a lot.
Mhm.
And I really wanted to create a business that is a part-time business and ended up working all the hours of the day possible. And eventually really had to had to actually allow the creativity to take place, be supported by structure. I was afraid of, like, if I get too structured, too organized, too
Mm,
scheduled, too all of these things, I will lose
mhm,
my creativity and I will lose that spark of, oh, an entrepreneurship or a business means I can do anything I want. I don't report to anybody anymore.
mm.
And so eventually I had to lean into that because it was just, yeah, was running out of control. And now I'm really just feel like some people might call me strict and over organized, but it really is what works for me because there is very little decisions I need to make. Everything is pretty much like, okay, clear. This is how I do it. This is when I do it. This is how what is done.
So,
And it's just brilliant for me.
so the organization obsession, it sounds like, is less, um, maybe less a calendar than it is good boundaries and
It's
knowing
yeah,
where you
yeah, I
put
like
your
that you're saying
energy at
that.
the right time.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
I definitely don't have a very organized desktop. I don't have a very organized Google Drive, but
okay.
everything, like the schedule is really organized. This looks like tidy compared to my house. It's like the simplest place. But yeah, it's probably a lot more in my mind where everything feels really organized and really boundaried. I think
Yeah.
you said that really well.
I love that boundary thing. And I think it's so important. And you started your story with talking about your kids, and whether you're a mom or not, one of the best ways to be organized to support your success is to kind of create an office hour or hours. You know,
Yes.
we get caught in the Monday through Friday 9 to 5, and we don't have to be. We can work whenever we want. We can work as much or as little as we want. When I tell people I don't work Fridays, they kind of go, gasp. What that decision for me was like powerful because it's like, wait a minute, I'm an entrepreneur. I can decide when I'm going to work. I can set those
Exactly.
boundaries. Yeah, I love that. Okay, now you talk about peace as a big part of your program, and I want to talk about self-love and peace. So, what's a
Yes.
tip that you would give women to create some of this peacefulness in their lives that will also improve
Yeah.
their own self-love as they're working on their business?
Yeah, again, a lot of the work I do comes from my own journey. So I am or used to be that achiever, that A-type person, and the strong one, and the strong-willed one, and capable, all the different words that you hear. I was that, and I wouldn't allow myself rest because rest meant that I would be slowing down. I could become lazy. I would miss out on something, and I had really been grown up in this environment of like you've got to work hard to be successful. And rest is actually what really helped me to bring love to myself, to accept that I have limits. I
Yeah.
need to physically rest, and that is a form of self-love. So that is a big part of yeah, where I would go with
So
that.
yeah, I love it. And does rest for you mean sleep, or are there other things you do to rest?
Yeah, a lot of active rest. I'm still struggling to just go and sleep. My husband can do that beautifully. For me, it doesn't really work. I have to be physically really, really tired and I can go to sleep, but active rest. And that's where a lot of the creativity comes in. At some point, I felt
Mm,
like I was doing a lot of creative stuff in the business. I
mm,
wasn't doing anything like artistically creative. And I'm a bit artistic in that sense. And so
I love
I
that.
need that sort of thing as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So the
it's
rest is
big
could even
covering.
be something like you love to paint or be out in nature,
Exactly.
like I garden, right?
Yes.
It could be
Yes.
just different things like that too. A hike or any of those kind of things could be a form of rest. Reading for pleasure, not just for work.
Yes, exactly. Not a
Yeah.
business book.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I love that. Really good. All right. So as we're getting close to the end of our time, couple word associations so women can get to know you personally a little better. Volcanoes or thunderstorms?
Volcanoes.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, so paperback books or podcasts?
Podcast.
Okay. And if you had my Japanese katana in your hand right now, you'd cut through what?
So Japanese what?
Oh, girl, now I have to call you out. You didn't go to my website?
Oh my goodness.
My
Mistake.
whole brand is based on the Japanese katana. The Japanese katana is a sword. It's the sword that the samurais carried.
Okay.
It's a balance of yin and yang in life. Most people
Okay,
don't look at the
amazing.
deeper meaning of it. Yeah, yes. So that is what my Japanese
What
katana is. So what would you cut through?
what would I cut through? Oh, that is an interesting one. I think. I would cut through my big coconut tree in front of my house if that works.
Yeah, yeah, it probably would. It's heavy, but it probably work. Why not? Coconut sounds great. I have to thank you, Anne, and thank you for letting me call you out a little bit on my katana. I appreciate that. Your answers were fabulous and beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody. Mic drop for Anne today. She did a great job. Do you have one little tip you'd like to give the group? They've got all your contact information down below. Any last words you'd like to give?
I would say that peacefulness is really that puzzle to productivity because if we're peaceful, productivity doesn't feel the hustle and grind that we've been taught. It feels beautiful, it feels in flow, and it's just so much more efficient than anything else.
That's beautiful. I love that ending. Absolutely. Thank you again so much, Anne. And thank you, audience, for coming and listening. Give Anne some love. Click on her links. Leave a comment. The best thing you can do is leave a comment on a show. It's like heaven for people who do shows like this. Subscribe. Come back and see us next time. I'm Anne Evanston. This is Unscripted as Fuck, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day.